Alright, welcome back, guys. I is the mic on? I hope it is. Uh, yeah, it turns out last video I actually had the wrong microphone set up because reasons. OBS just decided to shit itself, so yay, great. Uh, I said I was gonna go to do extended. Oh god, sorry. For some reason, like I just whatever. The second I started recording, I just couldn't talk for some reason. Yeah, very interesting. All right, let's go do Vaults 5. Actually, let's do Crypt. Yeah, let's do Crypt. I was heading towards Vaults 5, and then I automatically walked towards Crypt, and then I was like, whatever, we'll do Crypt. Unfortunately, we might be lagging a little bit. I'm just feeling some early symptoms of horrible lag. Yesterday didn't upload a video. My bad. That was really on me, I guess. I got back home at about 11:30, 11:40, and I had to wake up at 6. And I was gonna record, but then the earliest time I'd be able to go to sleep, or at least would be uploading it, would be like 2 o'clock, and I was just like, nah, maybe next time. I'm gonna pick up the Scroll of Immolation because we're probably gonna do some cheesy immolation bullshit for our 5th rune, our Vaults rune, because it's a little bit of cheeky fun, if you know what I'm talking about. But yeah, for now, Crypt, bit of free EXP, just a tiny amount. Probably should train a little bit more dodging at this point. Why do we have 10 stealth? We're weird. Alright, well, we have pretty good stealth, actually, because Fire Dragon armor isn't incredibly heavy, so I can afford to, train a bit of stealth and get some points in stealth. I think it's going to be useful for a 15 rune game to be able to really avoid some fights. If I go into Pan and I have to fight everything I see, it's going to be a real pain in the ass for this character. I mean, I don't know. I don't really have an amazing setup for 15 runes, other than the fact that I'm Ashen Zarya, and other than the fact that I have Shadow Apportation. I mean, I don't have an incredible setup here. I mean, actually, technically that's incorrect. I could go with a... if I get Passage of Galubria, is that in the game? It's 1100 gold. Okay, well, we'll consider it. In fact, we might turn off fighting for a second here, and then train a little bit of translocations, just to get the Passage of Galubria castable by the time I want to pick it up. I want to pick Passage of Galubria up, and eventually possibly even Controlled Blink, because they're very useful in areas like... I don't know, actually, wait, can you control Blink in Hell? I'm pretty sure you still can, right? I might be wrong. Let's acquire armor. Curse 1 Cloak of Magic Resistance. That's not bad, actually. I will probably enchant that up and then put the... remove Curse it, and then... maybe it's worth it now. Actually, I have a lot of MR. Is it actually worth it? Maybe not. Oh well, we'll just hold on to it. We have plenty of slots right now. And I'm in our inventory. God damn. See, here I could use Shadow, but it doesn't really work too well here, because Shadow doesn't work against flying enemies very well. Which means that it's obviously not great for killing enemies that are flying as well. Meaning, in Pan, it's not going to be killing an incredibly large amount of enemies. The main reason I want to use it is so that I can shatter stuff and break down walls. And, enjoy my life. I actually have no idea if this character will die in Pan. It's actually a very big possibility that he dies on the way to 15 runes. I've never done a 15 rune character with this little prep. I've pretty much not prepared this character at all, other than getting Shadow, which was kind of on the 3 rune list anyway. So I'm a little bit underprepared for doing extended. What I think I might do is actually clear Zot down to Zot 5 or Zot 4. Probably Zot 4, I'd say. Just so it's a little bit safer. And then I'll go and do extended, because that way I can get as much consumables and whatnot as I need, and possibly, get something that defines my character a little bit better. If I can get like a couple of teleports or something, that'd be just great. Just stuff that every character wants to have in Extended. A bunch of Fog Scrolls, maybe. Couple of couple extra resistances would be fine. Just that kind of stuff. Like, I mean, right now this character is really strong in both melee and in melee and in magic. He is pretty damn good. I'm like 90% sure that fire resistance is not as good in the extended 15 rune game compared to ice cold resistance. Sorry, I'm lagging really bad right now. Like, I can't I can't move, and this is frustrating. Yeah, I'm pretty sure cold resistance is actually better. I don't know. I read that in a thread a while ago, so I don't know if that's actually real. But either way, we probably want to look for some cold resistance at some point. Cold resistance, god damn it. I can feel my mouth like not giving a shit. It's just kind of slurring the word. It's kind of annoying me. I noticed that this new mic actually does make my S sounds come out like TH. Even though I can't actually hear it myself, it really does show up on the audio, so I'm trying to be a little bit more precise with my pronunciation, but I don't know, it's probably not successful. It's kind of hard to deal with, for me at least. I can't do it on this end. Okay, anyway, I'm getting distracted by nonsense. I should be enjoying this lag. It's much more important right now. Important. Sorry, I got like. So you guys know that I've been, having some annoying issues with my computer. It's somehow stabilized in the last couple of days, so that it's been pretty much functional, like originally functional. But I'm still worried that at any second it just will fail again, and I won't have any choice. In +9 rank, Jesus Christ. Also regen amulet. Alpo is obviously not necessary, but in +9, Jesus Christ, in +9, that's actually insane. Let's put it on. Yeah, it takes a pip off of hunger off of Shatter and makes it 4% more castable, and also takes a pip off makes Orb Destruction hungerless. That's pretty insane. That's a lot of stuff that it gives for a ring, especially because the other stuff doesn't really mean anything. Any books and any spells in this? Like I said, Animate Skeleton is fine, but I don't know. I feel like I'd be kind of annoying. It'd be kind of annoying to deal with, given how much stuff I already have. We don't really need this ring, I guess. We can remove Curse, the cloak, and the amulet, and drop those two. And then wield this cursed robe, and also curse on the... Whoops. We want to put the amulet on, and curse that on, too. Sweet. That also gives us an extra pip of RN, which I think we already have one of, because of our... Oh, we have 10% minus HP, whoops. I probably should mutate out of that. There we go, sweet. 20% more MP, 59 MP. That's pretty delicious. We have a strange attunement to the dungeon, but that means absolutely nothing because we're already Ashen Zari. We're getting tormented here, if you couldn't tell. It doesn't look like torment, but we actually got tormented a few times there. Surprising, I know. That's what being RN triple plus does for you. It turns torment into a slightly stronger smite. Very nice. I like it. One of the good things is we also have Orb Destruction, which is effectively... it's a pretty effective way of dealing with a lot of these enemies. Especially mummies and stuff. They're not too tanky, so you can just kind of blow them up once with 1 or 2 orbs. Is that Khufu? Holy shit, that's Khufu. Oh god. This was not intended. Let's teleport. Probably a wasted teleport, but hey, whatever. That's Sabojo. Oh my god. Alright, let's just lure everything over here, I guess. It shouldn't be that bad. Also, hey, look at the minimap. Notice what it is. It's a skull. That's spoopy. We know it is because, you know. Fun fact, there's actually a skeleton right now living inside of you. It's a parasite. You can't get rid of it though. You'll literally die if they rip the parasite out of you. So just be careful. But know that every single moment of the day, there's a spoopy skeleton right inside of you. He lives in you. It's disgusting. I know, terrifying. Truly, truly outrageous. All right, I'm gonna use this demon whip of electrocution. Still works against the undead, so pretty good. Hey, a helmet. What's this? Slay +3. Holy crap, that's a nice helmet. Sweet, I'll take it. Sure. Absolutely. I will take that in a heartbeat. Free Slay +3 is really nice. And 1 extra AC, of course. It's just free stats. Why would I be annoyed at that? Iron Shot. Doing okay here. There's Khufu. Khufu, how you doing? Meet Iron Shot. Iron Shot, meet Khufu. There we go. Fortunately for us, Iron Shot was the one who won out, but you never know. One day Khufu will just be like, "Hey, fuck your Iron Shot," and then he'll throw it back at me and we'll die. But today was not that day. All right, we'll do Vaults 5, even though it's probably a massive waste of resources at this stage. We're kind of weak compared to. We're not that weak. But what we can do is we can Might, Agility, and Haste. Go downstairs, read a Scroll of Immolation, do a couple of Shatters, blow everything up in one cast, and then run for our dear lives. And if anything gets in our way, we'll just shatter more. Like that. Didn't really work, but that's okay. We weren't really expecting it to work that well. So this is the strategy of just completely fuck you everyone. And by everyone I mean absolutely everyone, including myself. We just kind of shatter everything, draw the attention of about 100 billion enemies in the game, and then we just fight. We just fight our way through. We just man fight. This is the manliest way to do Vaults 5. Definitely not the smartest way, but the one that I'm willing to take. It's a demon trend of nothing. Alright, whatever. Why did you waste my time with this? So as you can see, Shatter is doing some insane work. Unfortunately, it's not enough to kill everything on the map, but it's pretty damn near close. I'm going to Shatter again here. Just take care of all the things that aren't flying. Shatter does a lot less damage to things that fly, which means that the dragons and such won't be horribly affected by it. I'm going to teleport once. This is going to completely stabilize me, which is insane. Thanks to our beautiful stealth move, we actually don't take too much damage from this at all. We actually took no damage from that entire Vault's entrance, which is insane. That's very rare. Usually your character will drop pretty low, or somewhere around half health. I managed to take out a lot of enemies with my level 9 spell, and then, well, the rest is history, really. Just gonna go ahead and kill that yellow guy before he shoots us dead. I would try this gold dragon armor on, but there's obviously going to be a billion enemies, so I'm going to wait until the floor's mostly cleared and then have a go. I'm actually going to try it now. Okay, so 4% fail on Shatter, 71% fail on Shatter. Okay, so it completely is unusable for this character. Makes sense, we have 14 strength, and we don't really... And gold dragon armor is very heavy, so it's very unlikely that we'd be able to do anything reasonable in GDA. But that's really fine. We weren't really expecting to get anything good out of that. I was just seeing if it was anywhere near castable, because in a 15-rune game there's so much EXP that it's possible for me to actually be able to cast spells, even in GDA, but like I said, there's no real point if it's going to be that difficult. I'd rather just stick with Fire Dragon or Ice Dragon armor and then, not worry about it. I actually am considering using Ice Dragon armor, because Ice Dragon armor will give me a more complete resistance set. Right now I'm not resistant at all to Ice magic, which means that any Ice Fiends would be an absolute nightmare for this character. So, gotta be a bit more careful, a bit more conscientious about how we deal with our resistance slots. Obviously, RN triple plus is not necessary, but it's fine to have, I guess. I think RN triple plus is a little bit overblown. I'd say it's probably unnecessary. You can probably make it through the entire extended game end game without having to do RN triple plus. One nice thing about Shatter is that it also creates kill holes, even in areas where the walls are not normally breakable. It absolutely can break. Exhibit A right here. So I can actually make a kill hole in Vaults 5, which is pretty funny. This property is what we'll be using for the majority of this game. So you'll be seeing plenty of wall breaking and game breaking in general today. Well, not today, but this week, I suppose. It's Monday today. You'll see a lot of that this week because I'll be breaking free of the constraints of this game. I'll be showing the game what it's like to be a quote-unquote ninja. Someone was like, someone to me at least was, I don't remember when this was, this might have been a while ago, but someone was like, oh, being a ninja is not viable. I said, what? What are you talking about? Well, what are you saying? What are you saying to me? What? Being a ninja is not viable? It's not a viable way of doing things? Oh, it absolutely is viable. In fact, it's probably, for extended at least, it's probably better than straight up being melee. Being a ninja is what we want to be. A ninja mage warrior. It's just very interesting strats. Oh my god, it's Jorgrun, it's us. But, you know, garbage. It's us if Jorgrun was, if we were like the most garbage gargoyle of all mankind. I mean, he is a mountain dwarf. Oh wait, no, he's a deep dwarf. That's been redacted. Sorry, my bad. That's not canon anymore. I think he used to be a mountain dwarf. Oh wait, no, he was a deep dwarf. Wiglaf was the mountain dwarf, who was very quickly replaced by Donald when the final. I won't even say it. That's when the final deep dwarf. Sorry, the final mountain dwarf was removed for deep dwarves. You know, hail the deep dwarves. Everyone loves deep dwarves. I don't. People always bring up that deep dwarf argument. I can proudly say I don't give a single shit about mountain dwarves because I have no idea what they are. And even if I did, Minotaur and Hillock probably better than them. So, for me at least, mountain dwarves, whatever. And I'm sure that a lot of people do like mountain dwarves. And I'm sure that a lot of people like high elves and sludge elves. But at the end of the day, they're just races. Don't worry about it, guys. Just pretend that your deep dwarf is a mountain dwarf. Just pretend your Hillock is a mountain dwarf. The only difference between a Hillock and a mountain dwarf is that a Hillock can worship some garbage god like Bio. That's it. If we made Bio a mountain dwarf god, what's the difference? There's no difference. Okay, we've actually done all of the 5-rune content. Let's go ahead and get Passage of Galubria. Oh, that was in Vault 3. Whoops, that was my bad. Oh, whatever. Let's go pick that shit up. Hell yeah. Get Passage of Galubria on 1%. Feels good, man. Turn that translocations off. Get some fighting again. Anything else we could possibly want? Sure, let's get Lesser Beckoning as well, because we're a meme. Look at our beautiful spell list. You can tell that I have really optimized this list. I've only picked the bare essentials for this character. There's nothing that is worthless in this setup. Alright, whatever. Let's go to do Zot. We did Elf already, right? Yeah, I think we did. Did Crypt, we did Zot. Oh, sorry, we did Elf, we did Crypt. We did all the 5 runes. Yep, okay. So we should do Zot next, and then... Well, we don't have to do Zot. Realistically, we can go to Pen right now. We're not getting much stronger, but I might as well do Zot so that my 15-rune game isn't so stressful. I think people are... Oh, are people specking me, or is it just me? Oh, it's just me. I think there are other people, but High Rolls Only was a spectator, so I assumed that my spectator... Oh, I assumed my spectator list was a little bit bugged. Like, that happens when I lag out. Yeah, it's funny, because people without my commentary are like, oh, Demise, copping out of 5 runes. Not copping out. I'm going all in, guys. But what I will do is I'll clear all of Zot 5. All the way up till Zot 5, that is. And I'll just do Zot 5 at the very end, for the memes. It's funny because a lot of the other runs that I did with this game, let's kill his death cult. A lot of the runs that I did with on this channel, 15 rune runs. I actually did Vault as my last rune, and then I did Zot 5. I did Zot with the full character. It's highly unnecessary, but a little bit of fun, you know, a bit of cheeky fun, just to kind of round off the day for those characters. So today I'll actually be doing it in kind of the right order, mostly. I think I may have already done the runes a little bit out of order. You should do like the traditional 15 rune would go like, you know, Vaults 5 into some garbage, into Abyss and then Slime, or Slime and then Abyss. I did kind of a little bit the opposite. And they would do Tomb and Crypt probably after the 5 rune area. But, you know, I'm Ash Nazari. I don't need to switch gods. I don't have to do an Aquar into TSO transition. So I'm a little bit less, you know, annoyed by that. Oh, that is an Orb of Fire. And it doesn't matter because Iron Shot apparently just murdered the crap out of that thing. Man, it turns out that when you have almost 27 in Earth Magic, your Iron Shot really hurts. This thing is almost max power. It's very hard to get this thing to max power. Spells are very difficult to get to max power, by the way. You need like an ass load of enhancer staves. I think my friend Mega Slime, you might have seen him on the channel before. It's one of my good friends that I kind of taught how to play Crawl, but he also kind of taught me how to play Crawl. We played together. Yeah, he tried to get to 200 spell power on his Firestorm. I think he missed out by 1 pip. I don't remember. It was a very long time ago. Back when, you know, item management was a thing, permit item destruction was a thing. All those like good things that we've come to, you know, take for granted these days. Remember those times when you had to level strength on a Spriggan because otherwise you wouldn't be able to carry more than 20 item slots? I remember those times. That was good. Remember when large rocks had to be kept at like, you had to have about, you know, 6 to 8 large rocks at a time rather than the 150 billion that we can have now, because we were worried that we'd run out of strength. We'd be overburdened, and being overburdened was basically like instant death. Oh, what's that? Inaccuracy, RN, MR plus, whatever. Fire magic and some books, and a cloak of magic resistance. Huh, take that, you stupid teleport vault. I don't give a shit. I know what your loot is already. I don't care. I don't want it. It's garbage. See, I would have been tempted normally, a little bit, because I'd see that amulet and be like, whoa, that's a fucking sick amulet. But then, because I already know what the amulet is and I know it's garbage, there's no point in going in there. Also, it's pretty interesting, but I am barely taking damage. This is pretty funny. Okay, now I'm taking damage. Jesus. Ugh. What's with this? Let's blink here. Oh my god. We need to run. Oh god. That's actually really bad for us. Man, I just said that we were not taking damage, and then now we take a buttload of damage. The worst part is we're not even taking damage to, like, difficult stuff. We're just taking damage to some asshole reading a scroll of summoning. What a prick. Like, what an actual prick. We need to get rid of these guys real lickety-split. Having him do that. Iron Shot is probably a good pick. There we go. Yeah, beautiful. I sometimes forget that I'm a mage and not a melee character. I was tabbing a little bit too hard there when I should have been Iron Shotting a little bit harder. You know, classic Foley. You see a weapon in your hand, you're like, hey, that's me now. You don't stop to think. Also, are there any other shields in this dungeon that are actually good? There's a Shield of Reflection on Shoals 3, which is actually pretty good. But unfortunately this buckler just... The RF RC Plus still outweighs most of the shield's, you know, effectiveness. I still really am more happy to use this shield just because of the resistances that it gives. It's essentially a robe of temperature or resistance. So, you know, even though I could get more shield, I don't think it's that helpful. If I find one that's like quite good, even one that's like reasonably good, I'll probably switch over to it because I can. But for the time being, this one is better than most mundane shields that I'll get. Like, I wouldn't really care for a protection shield, and I wouldn't particularly care for reflection either. Positive energy, obviously worthless. Yeah, like, really, I don't particularly need a mundane shield. I feel like the increase in shield value wouldn't really be as helpful to me as having the RF RC+. Also, we're getting shot down here a little bit. I don't know what this is all about, but I'm not a fan. Okay, there's a Warper in the midst, so he's shooting at me. Can you just shoot over here, please? Lightning Spire, please? Do your job, please. He didn't even shoot. What a prick. This is one thing I hate about Lightning Spire. I have no idea when it's going to shoot. Sometimes it shoots if it feels like it, and sometimes it's just like, yeah, fuck you, dude. So I'm just sitting here waiting for it to shoot, and it does nothing. I'm just depressed. But that's okay. We'll learn to handle these mechanics. Also, I haven't really said much about Zot because for some ridiculous reason, and I actually know the reason, this Zot is being absolute piss easy. Other than that one situation where I, cockily said, hey, this is too easy, and then I almost died. Other than that one, this place is being completely easy peasy. Mostly reinforced by the fact that I destroyed that Orb of Fire so handily. And I also have, good mutations, so it's kind of hard for it to displace my mutations. The Orb. I'm pretty sure that's how mutation works. If you get, mutated once, or if you already have a lot of mutations, further mutations are a little bit harder to come by. This is a pain in the ass, Volt. Okay. That was Torment, by the way. That's the power of RN triple plus, I suppose. I mean, I don't want to positively reinforce a meme that, RN triple plus is necessary. Because a lot of people, for some reason, value RN as if it's an actual resistance and not a meme. But the reality is the amount of enemies that actually do torment you in the regular game are really, really low. There's only 3 enemies I can think of, really, that you'd find in the 3-rune game with any consistency. Whoa, okay, this Zot 4 is completely conjoined. That's interesting. I'll have to dig my way through. I could go down to Zot 5 with the one staircase down I have and then go back up the other ones, but that seems like a bit of a risk to go into Zot 5 for the purposes of coming back out. You really don't want to do that. With Zot 5, you should still treat it as a threat, even if you're on 15 runes. I've actually died in Zot 5 with a 15 rune character before. Not a 15 rune character, but a 10 rune character, I believe it was. It was a human fighter of Aquara into the Shining One, who I tried to ninja the orb because I was like, oh, some guy was like, oh, it's viable. So I tried it, and it didn't work. I just died. So I was like, oh, okay, I'll never ninja again. And I never did. 250 wins later, I never ninja'd again. I legitimately didn't. I used Cause Fear there for some reason. I accidentally did that, but as you can see, it's very effective. So, use it, I guess. Shadow is surprisingly effective as well against Draconians, who are not flying. I thought they were flying, but apparently they're not. That's a +2 Cloak of Magic Resistance. I can trade 2 remove curses for 1 AC. And you know what? I think it's worth it, so I'm going to do it. Cool. Rarely do we see the what do you call it? The cloaks be actually branded, but if it's a rare brand, like Magic is, it's not a rare brand, sorry, but if it's a reasonable brand, I'll take it. Oh, that's an Orb of Fire. Ordinarily, I'd deal with it, but okay, never mind. We just dealt with it. Never mind. This is what I mean by this character is a little bit insane. He has the ability to just completely handle everything. He's a god in both melee and in everything else. There's a bunch of stuff over there in that teleport vault. Is there anything actually good in that vault, or is it just a waste of time? I can't tell. Let's scry and see if there's anything in here. Doesn't look like it, so I guess we'll just avoid this teleport vault like we normally would have. Oh wait, there's stuff here. Never mind. What's in here? Gourmand, Art Poison, +5. That's really useless. And nothing in here is particularly enticing either, so whatever. What we can do is actually go back up that staircase to the teleport vault and break our way through with Shatter. Because we're assholes and we don't give a shit about anyone's houses. We don't care about property rights, guys. We just don't. It doesn't matter in the grand scheme of things, as long as we have what we want. I'm gonna Shatter here. That's Core Sphere. Gonna just Shatter really nice and conservatively. Fuck, I messed up. Alright, that's fine. Whatever. If we open up if we open up the floor, the teleport vault to the floor, then it's actually okay. The only reason why the teleport vaults are actually dangerous is because you're in this confined space that you have to either teleport out of or fight everything in at once. If you're leading them all out, then it's really not threatening at all. I mean, yeah, it's just not threatening. I mean, if they're just mere draconians, obviously they might be more than that, but considering I can handle Orbs of Fire and those things are the strongest things in Zot, like, there's nothing to really fear. Also, I have 57 AC, which is a little bit ridiculous. I'm definitely slurring my words, but whatever. It's too late to be self-conscious about it. I've already made 760 videos with the slur. It's not like I need more videos without it. Alright, let's just leave that vault, because that's a pain in the ass. Let's see. Ring of Flames, Ignition, Malign Gateway, Dispersal. Dispersal's a pretty interesting spell. It teleports everything away from you, or it blinks everything away, I think. Which is pretty useful, I'd say, I guess. It doesn't really help that much, but you know, we might use it at some point. You can pick up a Cloak of Orb, which is garbage. Alright, we'll just leave it alone then. It's fine. So we cleared Zot now. It's been 31 minutes. I could go to Pan, but yeah, I guess I'll go to Pan. I'll do like 1 or 2 floors and then I'll either bail out or I'll be good. Let's just drop the Book of Fire, which is kind of useless at this point. Is there anything we need to do before we go into Pan? Not really. Actually, we don't even need spellcasting that much now. We want more dodging and armor. Earth Magic is still being good. Still good to be trained. Fighting is good to be trained. I'll start maxing that out soon. Let's go in. Yay. First enemy we see is a Titsamiddle. Alright, cool. So if you guys don't know about Pan, our strategy here is dive every single minute of the day with no regrets and try to avoid as many fights as we can. Ironically, even as a melee, you want to be avoiding every fight because it's kind of like the Abyss. You don't want to have to waste resources if you can avoid it. And also, it's kind of just annoying to deal with. Like, I don't know, it just feels kind of pointless to fight everything in Pan. Also, I can use Ashen's Eye Scrying to check for runes, which is really helpful for us. And I can just avoid fights like that. Unfortunately, enemies do follow you through the portal, so I do have to be a little bit careful of that, but other than that, it's really straightforward. And I don't have to fight anything I don't want to. Oh man, I got tormented. Crap. Okay, let's back off here. So this is why I took the effort to train stealth early. Now I have just some free stealth. I can walk around with a little bit less of an issue. I just walked away from that Panlord, for example. I just kind of ignored it and then left. We're going to keep diving until we find one of the 4 unique floors, which house a boss Panlord guy that you have to find their sanctum and kind of raid it. Or there's a 5th rune, the demonic rune in Pan, that spawns randomly on any floor. But there are a couple of preset floors that you can kind of figure out that there's a rune there. A demonic rune. God, I'm explaining this poorly, but I did it last time poorly as well, so I'm just trying to keep the tradition alive, you know what I mean? This is a pretty bad spot for us to be in. Let's just blink. Alright. So that was kind of the strategy that we're going to deal with for the rest of the time when we fight Panlords. Unless there's a Panlord in a 1v1, we ideally just don't see them at all. Hell Sentinels we kind of have to deal with, but because of our beautiful iron techniques, our fists of iron, if you will, our iron bullets, our Oh, I thought that was a ghost. I was like, oh, which poor sod. Oh, that is a ghost. Hey, Gunter. It's nice to meet you, dude. Ha, you died. And then you died again. To me. Holy shit. Okay. Yeah, don't mess with Hell Sentinels. Those guys hurt. They do damnation, aka torment. Sorry, not torment, hellfire. And they also hit you with iron shots. They're very unpleasant enemies to fight. Okay, there's just a bunch of stuff here. There's nothing really too scary. Gonna pick up this. Oh, that was a mistake. I went to go pick up the ration and then I found the Panlord. It's not really likely that there's a demonic rune in there, so I'm just gonna leave. Cool, I guess. Alright, so there's a Holy Pan floor. In fact, I actually know where the Pan Lord is and everything in here. The Pan Lord's right there. He's a Nephilim, or Seraph, or whatever the hell we want to call it. We're going to ignore him for now, and what we'll do is... Oh, it's a Scourge of Holy Wrath. That's actually really good. It's actually better for us here, in this case. But Holy Pan floor, sweet. Okay, I need to remember that this floor is a Holy Pan floor, and thus I don't have to fucking go look for a demonic rune once I've done this floor. Because if you guys remember back to one of my old games, I actually did a Holy Pan floor in my first Pan video of that series. And then at the end of Pan, I forgot that I already got the demonic rune, and I didn't check my inventory. So I spent about 25 minutes in Pan surfing for a rune that I already had in my inventory. It was depressing, so I need to remember that if I get this rune, I don't have to go and find the demonic rune. But yeah, Ashen Zyre gives you so many like sick cheats. One of the things that I actually think is almost a prerequisite, unless you're really, familiar with the Pan and Hell, is magic mapping, so you can kind of get a sense of where everything is. Because Ashen Zyre gives you all of that by himself, you really don't have to worry about it as much. Oh, it's a Pearl Dragon too, sweet. If a Pearl Dragon drops hide, I might have... I was going to say I might consider going towards it. Pearl Dragon gives me RN+, and I lose my RF+, but it's a pretty good armor. But, yeah, now that I think about it, probably not amazing. It's fine. Okay, cool. No Sacred Scourges here. This is a great place to find a Sacred Scourge, which is basically a slightly better Demon Whip, but it's of Holy Wrath. It also has slightly better base stats. I think it's got like... Oh, it's 1 more damage and 1 less accuracy, which is still better because 1 base damage is pretty important on a low base damage weapon like this. So you do actually get a little bit more of a damage increase. Not an incredible amount, but still a reasonable one. To use a Sacred Scourge. Scourge or Scourge? I don't know. Scourge. Over a Demon Whip. Of course, I want to get that to +9 before I start using it. This Whip of Electrocution is still very functional. Of course, it works less well against demons compared to Holy Wrath, which is an insanely good brand for killing demons. I think it's like 50% extra damage, 50 to 75% extra damage on all attacks against demons. So it's a lot of damage for Holy Wrath. But obviously the niche target audience is a bit of an issue for a lot of times. Whereas Electrocution really doesn't have that issue. Alright, cool. I just wanted to scope out the rest of this floor. There's a very big possibility that we're going to be teleporting away from this spooky Seraph boy. So I want to clear this floor so I don't have to deal with anything on the way out. It really shouldn't be that hard, but... and I'm probably like just completely unnecessarily meddling, but whatever. Ow. Unfortunately, Davis smite like a lot, so I gotta try to avoid that. Thanks to our beautiful stealth mechanics, we just kind of ignored him. He kind of forgot that we existed, which is hilarious. I love the fact that we're kind of everything right now. We're stealthy. We're a full level 9 spell casting mage, and we're also a friggin' ridiculous melee. Gargoyles are just absolutely busted for extended. They just have way too many resistances to garbage that shouldn't realistically be resisted. It's just not fair, to be honest. Especially when you think about the oppression that happens with Draconians. Like, let's start a movement, guys. Let's get Draconians buffed. Let's make them top tier for once. Those poor bastards. I feel bad for them. I'll let you guys come up with the name, and we'll make a GoFundMe account. and then 2 years down the line, I'll run away with all the money because I think that's what Kickstarter and GoFundMe is all about, right? That's the trend. You kind of take people's money and then you run away, and you have to deliver shit because as long as people like the idea, they'll pay you. Is that how that works, or have I misinterpreted how that works? Oh, by the way, we're shitting on Elivlon's domain right now. That's alright. We don't care. This is like her home. That's why you can see this little altar here. We've just gone and murdered everything in here and then stolen all her potions. She's a pretty shit god. I mean, like, her home consists of 4 fucking health potions. Like, can you give us a bit more, please? You're a god of healing. A quite literal god of health. You have 4 potions of health. And hilariously, Zin used to have potions of Cure Mute, but now he doesn't even have that shit. He just has some dumb shit like, nothing. He used to have Cure Mute back when Cure Mute was an item. But because he doesn't like mutation potions, and mutation potions are basically old Cure Mute, he doesn't give you any of that shit now. You get nothing. So Zin is basically the worst god, based on that reason alone. So, that makes sense. I believe it. I don't know about you guys, but I believe it. This is a bit of a pain to kill these Devas. Okay, they're just being pricks now. Not a fan of this, to be honest. Let's heal wounds once. God. God damn it, dude. God damn it, dude. Alright, fine. Alright, let's just dig a kill hole. Heal up. Okay, I get it, guys. You're fucking cool. Fucking nice one. Son of a bitch. Alright, fine. God damn it. This might regen. Butt blast this angel over here. Butt blast the second angel. We can let this young Apis fellow kind of pound on us a little bit while we wait to regen up a little bit more health. Ah, that was not what we wanted. Alright, well that worked. Correction, that did not work. No, god damn it, this is so annoying. I hate this so much. Alright, let's just use another scroll blinking. Fuck this guy. There's another asshole over there. Oh my god, just kill me. And this is the end. Ah, I hate this game so much sometimes. I just have to use another heal wounds. Like, there's no choice. Alright, we got him. Thank God. See, this character obviously struggles with smiting because low health and all that crap. And also the fact that smite goes through AC. So it's really the only thing that I needed to heal wounds out of. And just being hit from like 4 different directions by multiple Devas was not my plan. Especially because I was running out of mana at the time. Really annoying. Just an absolutely annoying situation to be in, but hey, whatever. We dealt with it like adults. Rampant alcohol abuse, and by alcohol abuse I mean heal wounds abuse. We just drank a lot and then we just cried in a corner. And when we had nowhere else to go, we lashed out like a real adult. Just injured someone, put them in hospital, sent them straight to heaven, except this is already heaven and we killed them. What happens if you kill someone in heaven? And you can't tell me that you can't kill anyone in heaven, because look, we're doing it right now. You're telling me that Dungeon Crawl Stone Soup is not life? Then you're just full of shit. You don't know what you're talking about. That's a lot of garbage over there. That's a lot of fucking Devas. Alright, we're not going in there. Nah, fuck that. Alright, let's just go and take on this goddamn area already. I'm so sick of it. I'm sick of this nonsense, you know what I mean? I'm sick of being oppressed by these fucking angels. Who do they think they are? Who do they think they are? With their fucking halos and shit. What, just because you're a god of Halo, you think you're good at something? Come on now. I can get a Halo anytime I want. I'll get one, I'll get one tomorrow if I needed to. I have one. It's at home. Classic schoolyard banter. Have you guys ever been the victim of a lie? In the schoolyard scenario? Where someone's like, oh, I have this. I totally have this sick cheat. And you're like, what? Really? And then they don't have the cheat. And they're just full of shit because they're trying to lie to you and make your life miserable. Demise Relive Some Trauma, 2017. Alright, so we're going to do the strat here where we Shatter, and then we see the rune, I think, at some point. Is that the rune? Where's the rune? Oh, there it is. Hey, I'll just take that real quick. You guys don't need that, right? Yep. And then I'll leave. Fun fact, larceny. You know what larceny, the definition of larceny is? It's to take and carry away. I sport something. Similar to apporting something, but sport something. That's what the term is, the legal term. To sport something without the consent of the owner, with the intention of permanently depriving them of their possession by asserting one's own ownership rights over the other person's, i.e. repudiating their property rights. We've just done that. We are now guilty of theft. We've committed a crime under not Section 118 of the Crimes Act for New South Wales, but something very similar to that. Obviously, actually no. You know what? Common law larceny in Australia is a common law offense, so don't even worry about it, guys. We'll just go to the common law. We won't even get legislation, which is that fucking poverty. I don't know. Sorry, I'm spewing out facts because I'm doing my legal, my law readings. Yay! Oh fuck! Dick, ass, shit. Oh shit! Oh ass! Oh fuck! That's a lot of torment. That's a brimstone fiend and dit's a middle. Ah shit! That's a real guy. That's a real panlord. It's a Lanomi Bora. He has a vast, spindly body and the head of a horse, and is surrounded by a sickening stench. Well, you know what I have? Runaway move. Very effective move. Alright, cool. Holy shit, it's been 46 minutes. I'm going to leave this video here. I've been ranting for like the last 46 minutes. Yes, it's actually been 46 minutes. Correct. I hope you guys enjoyed this one. This is going to be extended. Probably 15 rune if I can afford to do it. But I don't know because mummies and tomb might be a bit of an issue. But I'll have a go. We'll see if it works. But yeah, thank you guys very much for watching. I hope you guys had a wonderful day. Sorry for yesterday, I didn't get to upload a video, but we'll keep trying. Actually, can I like, if I like click over here? Oh shit, it is my, wait, is it this mic? I think it's, ah fuck, I can't tell if this is the good mic or the bad mic right now. I selected the good mic, but last time I selected the good mic too, and it used the bad mic. I'll watch this video over and I'll see if it's a good one. Anyway, thanks for watching, guys. See you all tomorrow.